This is a high-level overview of CabinetCRUNCHER. This is for this video I'm going to use the face frame version. There is a frameless version that's available as well. These are full-featured cabinet design and construction software. They're perfect for the small professional cabinet maker or a do-it-yourselfer. It's got everything you need to create precise cutting lists and 3D modeling of your entire project. So the programs are always going to open up to a menu screen that shows various types of base cabinets, wall cabinets. I can build hutches. I can make any of these cabinets as either built-in cabinets or freestanding cabinets. So you have a tremendous amount of flexibility using any of these templates. So for example, if I were to click on this link here off the menu, this will take me to in this case, a 2L plus 2R base cabinet. This cabinet can be any kind of cabinet that's got two openings on the left-hand side or two openings on the right-hand side. So for example, if I were to click that link, that image, it'll open up the cabinet view library. This is a collection of SketchUp models that come with the program. As you can see in this example, the 2L, 2R, I can build this cabinet either with single doors or a combination of single double doors, and you get an idea that these are just some of the configurations you could make with this configuration. But of course I can make these, I can adjust the cabinet in such a way that these upper openings are large relative to the lowers, so I can create bookcases, display cabinets, entertainment centers, that kind of thing. So you can model up any of your cabinets using SketchUp. I'm just going to open up this link, this SketchUp free link. If you have got a version of SketchUp already loaded on your computer, great, you can use that. Or if you don't, just use this free version, which is really great. So, for example, in this case, if I were to click this Open from Device link here, and I'm going to go back now to my library, and let's just say I want to pull up this dash 5 model, for example. So what I can do is click this Open Model folder, and uh, I can copy that library over to my SketchUp program, and I can paste that link in there, and that'll bring up my library for the 2L2R cabinet configuration. And here's my dash 5 that I was looking for. And as you can see now, I can make any kind of changes I want to this cabinet. I'm going to turn the dimension layer on here, and I can adjust the overall size of that cabinet, or make any kind of custom changes I want to it. So there's no restrictions to any of these these models. And this is just an individual cabinet, but if I wanted to build say a set of kitchen cabinets, I can construct a room setting by just simply um, combining different cabinet configurations together into a room setting. So you have a lot of capability using SketchUp, and highly recommend it if you haven't used it already. It's a really great tool, and I highly recommend it for cabinet work. I'm going to go back to this cutting list template. This is these templates are very flexible construction capability here in these templates. So I've worked with hundreds of cabinet makers over the years, and everybody's got a different way that they want to build their cabinet. So I've tried to create a program that's got uh, virtually any way you could possibly build this cabinet. You could use the settings on these templates to create exactly a cabinet exactly like you want to build it yourself. So very flexible. This is one of the real benefits of using CabinetCRUNCHER, is you got so much design and build flexibility for the program. If I was just to build just an individual cabinet, I can make any changes I want to these settings, and then just print it out and go to the shop, and I'm done. I'm ready to go. I've got all the information I need. to build that cabinet is on this template. If I was to build, say, a set of kitchen cabinets, I can create a project with, and for example, I can add this cabinet to a project, and if I click this link here, that's going to populate and start creating this project. In this case, I had several cabinets on that project already, and this is an additional one that I've created. And I can this project, it's if you got a cabinet shop, and of course the cost and the project costs are all important to you, so you can make any kind of adjustments with these yellow cells and adjust your total project cost to whatever you need for your particular for your project. Now, if I wanted to take a look at every time you add a cabinet to a project, it's creating these project lists. This is a list of materials that auto calculates, and in this particular example, I'm using a 15% material waste setting here, so that's reflecting into the quantities of materials you're using. The project cutting list has these are all the parts that are engineered and calculated exactly how you set them up in your build requirements. And from here, I can let's just say I wanted a list of, let's just say I want a list of all my 3/4 maple ply panels. Let's just say I'm going to go and start cutting panels, and I want just a list of all my 3/4 maple plies. So I can filter and sort this list to exactly how I want, and I can print this list off now and go to the shop, and I've got a nicely organized list of all my 3/4 inch maple ply panels. You can do the same thing with your face frame stiles and rails, so you can get really productive using CabinetCRUNCHER. And again, all the costing and everything is available to you. There's a little estimate proposal template here that you can take you can use as much or as little of this template as you want. For example, I can, if I don't want these specifications in my maybe my estimate or my proposal, that I can hide some of that information if I want to. So you have quite a bit of flexibility using these proposal templates. You can use the program, you can adjust the program for either a fractional format or using metric. If you're using millimeters, you prefer a metric format, you can make these, you can adjust your options and then save that program once you've made those setting changes. And next time you come back to the program, everything will be saved exactly how you want it set up. So I can make adjustments to any of my materials. There's a master materials list. I can include all the materials I'm using for my project along with the corresponding cost. And every time I call up those materials, it's gonna look up the cost and calculate the material cost based on those unit values. Same thing with hardware. So I've got quite a bit of capability here. If my project, I've got in this particular project, here's my list of doors and drawer fronts. I've got some drawer boxes and some rollout trays. Everything's itemized, and this data is just pulled directly off each of these cutting list templates. So every time I make an addition or a subtraction to my project, it'll update those project lists automatically. So yeah, so if you're just doing individual cabinets or you're creating larger projects, this is really a great tool. I highly encourage you to take a look at the trial versions, and also pay attention to SketchUp as well. I think you're going to find that it's one of the better programs on the market for using for 3D modeling.